The Undertaker is back in the WWE. In some form, anyway. I don't think we're going to see him again for a while. But he popped up on the 900th episode of SmackDown, and as always, the man was magic. He is a superstar. We all know the real reason he came back too, as well as to help the rating, and that's so we can start to build to WrestleMania, where he will obviously have a match. So the question is, who should he face? And the answer from my point of view is none other than John Cena. Why? Here's why. Straight off the bat, where The Undertaker is concerned, there aren't that many money matches left. I mean, I'd love to see him take on a Samoa Joe or a Kevin Owens, but if we're being honest with ourselves, they are not marquee bouts. They just aren't, and that's nothing against Kevin Owens and Samoa Joe. They are great talents, but they don't have a legacy within the WWE, and as the past has shown us, The Undertaker, WrestleMania, and a legacy opponent, and it all coming together, is where the man shines. Obviously, there's Shawn Michaels that remains the highlight of all highlights, but outside of that, there was Triple H, CM Punk, and yes, Brock Lesnar. Now, we may all look back on the match and think that it sucked, but I remember during the build, I was pumped to find out who was going to win, the Beast or the Phenom. I was intrigued. I also remember that's why I felt like something was missing when The Undertaker took on Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania. Wyatt just wasn't there yet. Because of that, it didn't feel like a big deal, and I kind of knew who was going to come out on top. And yeah, in recent memory, there was Shane McMahon as well, but what am I going to say about that? I mean, the dude climbed a cell, he jumped off the cell, it was pretty cool, but the match went on for about 47,922 years. I mean, it was all right, but it's kind of a match with an asterisk next to it. You don't really know what to think about it. It was a one and done, and we just move forward. And it's for all these reasons and more that I want to see the long talked about John Cena versus The Undertaker match at WrestleMania 33. Nobody in the entire company has more stock than John Cena, and because of that, it straight away poses the ultimate question. Who in the hell would win? A lot of people are always quick to say that because Taker lost once, he can lose again, and that's not a problem. But I disagree, because that 1 in 21 has now become as special as the 21 itself. Let me explain. Much how we all went on that journey for those 21 wins, that one loss became a moment in time. And even if you didn't like it when it went down, we all stopped, we all took notice, and we all chatted about it. And it's one of those things that you ask other wrestling fans. Where were you when The Undertaker lost at WrestleMania? That is now special within itself, and it loses some of its gusto when the 1 becomes 2. Then there's 2 people, and it's like, oh, well, that's not how it once was. It used to be Brock Lesnar, this big dude that kicked his ass, but now there's 2. It diminishes. So there's a reason for him never to lose again at the Showcase of the Immortals. On the other end of the spectrum, though, is John Cena, who is a legend in his own right. And yeah, he can lose to Taker, and that doesn't affect his career at all, because he's John Cena. But if he was going to be only the second person to beat the Phenom, that does mean he reaches another level higher still, even if you didn't think that was possible. I know that kind of contradicts my point from before, but that's why John Cena is the man to do it. John Cena has what it takes to beat The Undertaker and keep the magic alive. It's a match where the stakes are awesome to break down, both within the realms of the story and within the realms of reality. The Undertaker doesn't have long left, and John Cena, even though he may be off doing other projects, does. In fact, Cena has the star power to take over The Undertaker's role at WrestleMania when the dead man finally retires. His match could become the match we all tune into once a year and think, oh, what's going to happen with that? Because he's at that level. He's got that potential, and he can make us feel that way, whether you like it or not. So what on earth would happen when the 2 butted heads? It would be a fascinating watch, and the build-up would be second to none. 2 leaders of their respective eras finally going head-to-head on the biggest stage. I tell you, man, I live for that shit, especially because I know they go back and forth for ages, and I love going back and forth. Unless I'm on a pirate ship on a theme park, you know, that back and forth, that scares me. I feel like I'm going to fall out, but that is a different video for a different day. The reason WrestleMania 33 is where this should all go down is simple too. The Undertaker isn't an old man in terms of pro wrestling. He's not a young man either, and he's got a lot of miles on that bump card. There's simply no guarantee that he's going to be at WrestleMania 34 or 35 or 36 or 37. We just don't know. He could wake up tomorrow, fall out of bed, break his hip and go, you know what? I'm done. I'm just going to chill by the pool for the rest of my days. And then what? We never get the John Cena Undertaker match, so screw mucking around and do it now. Rumours currently suggest that this spot may actually be earmarked for Randy Orton, another wrestler who does have that extra oomph that other superstars don't. But the thing with that is, we've seen it before. We saw it at WrestleMania 21, and sure, the two may be very different wrestlers today, but I can still go to the WWE Network, search for WrestleMania 21, have to wait 32 years because the WWE Network search engine is terrible, but there it is, right in front of my face, whenever I want. And yeah, I know that Cena has taken him on before as well, but he's never taken him on at WrestleMania. And if you're a pro wrestling fan and you don't believe that Mania changes everything, well, you're lying to yourself, and you're lying to me. And when you lie to me, someone cries. Usually me. Ultimately, when the biggest event of the year rolls around, I want matches that feel larger than life itself. And I can't think of an opponent better suited than John Cena. Goldberg works. You can put Goldberg against The Undertaker, but here's the thing with that one. Goldberg is never beating The Undertaker at WrestleMania. WCW's poster boy is not taking out the phenom of the WWE. I've got a better chance of winning that match, and I am an idiot. So I'm laying it all down now. WWE, make it happen. John Cena, The Undertaker, WrestleMania 33. Take me on a journey of epic proportions and surprise me. Come up with a story that benefits The Undertaker and benefits John Cena. Because I tell you what, if it's done right, it's going to benefit everyone. And that is when the magic happens. Now, don't forget to let us know what you think about a potential Cena Taker match at Mania in the comments below. And then don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You can even come follow me on Twitter at SimonMiller316. I'm Simon from WhatCulture, and as we're talking about WrestleMania 33, I'd also like WWE to try and hold off the obvious Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho feud until then. I know that's a long time away, but the two are so good, I think you could eke it out that long. We'd have a really slow build. And I like a slow build. It makes me feel good. I will see you soon.
This Wednesday, live on iPay-Per-View, Delete WCPW. The grandson of a plumber, Cody Rhodes, challenges the Mexican sensation El Ligero for the WCPW Internet Championship after the shocking scenes in London. Kirby Ospreay 3. Alberto El Patron versus the debuting Johnny Mundo. Broken Matt Hardy finally arrives in WCPW, and he will face none other than Bully Ray. And the Righteous Killer Joseph Connors defends his WCPW championship against the local hero Joe Hendry in a steel cage. This Wednesday, 7:30, 2:30 Eastern, only on iPay-Per-View. Order now on Fight TV for $14.99 or subscribe to WhatCulture Extra for $6.99 a month. Also, meet Cody Rhodes, Bully Ray, Johnny Mundo in person, 5 to 6 p.m. Order your photo opportunity now at shop.whatculture.com.